Well, hello, Good Shepherd. It's good to spend some more time with you in another interview. And today I wanted to invite you to hear from Erica Wengert and Kathy Husky as they've been laboring for many long hours and days and months to prepare us for this fall's fundraiser. You'll notice I didn't say auction because we've had to this year kind of transition it to a day of giving instead. I know, which many of you might be saying, what exactly is a day of giving? But before we get into that, just let me ask you, how's the school year starting for you guys? I know it's been, I guess, now a month since we've started the school year, but how's it been for your families?
It's been great since the kids are in school.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that it's going good. The kids are getting adjusted to the new normal.
Yeah.
The different procedures that are going on here.
Yeah.
To keep everybody safe.
Good. Yeah.
Same thing. I was going to say, it's good to have the kids in school. It's good to have a little bit more of a schedule, as compared to what it has been and everything. But, it's definitely good.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I know, at least from my perspective, there's been really a spirit of joy in the school. The first couple of weeks, there was a lot of stress. Maybe some of the teachers, I saw them kind of hitting the coffee pot a little bit more than usual. But I think at this point, everybody's just really glad that things are going well. And, we've had some adventures. I think your son discovered a copperhead in the back of the school property.
Oh, my.
To which I told my priest friends up in St. Louis is hashtag country living, right? But it's all part of the fun here at Good Shepherd. Raccoons, foxes, groundhogs, and copperheads. It's part of our teaching them on the various parts of God's good creation, right?
Yes.
And somehow copperheads are good. They're beautiful snakes, right? From a distance or on the internet.
Exactly.
But
Totally disagree.
well, tell us a little bit though about how has this auction evolved into a day of giving? I know since I was talking to you from the beginning that we were really trying as hard as we could to make the auction still happen. And it just kind of got to the point where we realized we're running out of time and flexibility, and everybody else was transitioning, so we started to ask the question, should we? But before I answer the question for you, you tell me,
Well, in the beginning, probably April, I was kicking and screaming, saying that we are going to have an auction in person. We are going to have an auction in person. And then Erica's like, Kathy, maybe we should think about this as other things kept getting canceled and more things kept getting canceled. And I'm like, so finally we kind of had to think about the online auction, and that just didn't seem to be the best option for us at this time. And so then the day of giving came about, and so we all talked about it and prayed about it,
And here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. So what exactly is a day of giving though? What can people expect? I know it's not going to have a lot of the excitement of getting together in the same room with all the beautiful decorations and families and friends kind of dressed up for a big party and all the delicious food and drinks and the excitement of seeing people bid on things like beautiful puppies or quilts or things like that. But I know that you guys are excited about the Day of Giving, and I am as well, but maybe you can share with them, what exactly is a Day of Giving? What can they expect with that?
So they will receive a mailing probably here very soon. Within the mailing, it will explain in more detail what the Day of Giving is, but really it's an opportunity to give back. We're all struggling right now. I mean, we've seen that, from just day to day and trying to get ready for new things and everything. But, this is an opportunity for us to, help our school, our parish, our kids. So within this mailing, there will be a way you can donate, either online or if there is an envelope. But we're also going to be having a celebration on September 26th. I had to think about Saturday. So within this, you can donate now, or we can take part in the festivities. So there's lots of stuff going to go
Yeah.
on that day. All live stream. All you can view this all from the safety of your own home, where you can have food and your
And
friends.
gather with friends and family.
Yes. So it can.
Within your circle.
Yeah.
Appropriate social distancing is a good thing, right?
Yes, small groups, but having fun. So,
Yeah.
so there's going to be lots of things where it is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to have some things from the auction that we had before, like that wonderful 50-50 raffle, and so those raffle tickets you can either purchase from a student, or you can contact us, or there will also be raffle tickets within that mailing as well. There's also going to be some silent auction items, some fun things. There's also going to be a lot of entertainment, both involving the kids and other people from the parish, but also spiritual things as well. So.
Yeah. Anything to add, Kathy?
No, she said it all in that part.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. I know some of the entertaining things are going to be ways that help us kind of stay connected and be connected to our community. In the auction, all the excitement is ultimately for the sake of this bigger thing, which is supporting our parish and our school. Really faith for the future, right? And that ability to also get a little bit of a taste of the good things that are going on in the school, whether it be, seeing like a musical performance by our students, or hearing them maybe like read their, an award-winning poem that they wrote, or even just like hearing from some of our various community and staff members here to share with you about, what is it that is their passion? Why is it they give themselves to our Lord and to our children and to our families in this way? What's been their experiences and what is the good that they've seen in a lot of this. So, but also too, some fun too, some competitions. I know it's still up in the air whether, like if we hit certain thresholds, if some random priest will have to do something like eat a cow's tongue or something like that. We might have some zany stuff in there too. So we're still negotiating that and what those thresholds might be. I keep telling them we got to hit $1 million for me to do the ice bucket challenge, but I might be talked down from that amount. So we'll see. But as far as like, what are your hopes for the Day of Giving?
That people can have fun with it.
Okay.
With all of the online things that will be going on. And hopefully we can be successful and hopefully continue this from here on out every year.
Yeah. I know. Anything to add?
I was going to say, we just want to, we're really hoping that, we can make this easier on our staff at schools, and everybody here they work so hard to make this, it is such a great place for the kids here, whether that's through PSR or through the school itself. So it's a way to hopefully make their lives a little bit easier. We're hoping that we can, make it a little less stressful, for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, again, what we do here is only possible because so many people sacrifice to make it possible. I mean, just the number of hours that you two are pouring into this is along with your volunteer team. I know the closer we get to it, the more often I see your vehicles parked out back of the rectory here. Sometimes I wonder if they're here more than I am, and I live here, right? But, it very much does go to serve this great cause. I know sometimes people ask the question, like, what exactly is this going to? Is this going to, financial aid? Is this going to technology grants? Is this going to repair the air conditioning unit? I think the belt was screeching this morning, so everything's old and everything breaks. We're constantly on top of that. But in general, I think what's important to remember is just how much the parish believes in our school and how much this auction goes to support just that belief in general. I know sometimes we talk about tuition and tuition assistance, but tuition only covers about 48% of what it costs to educate our children. Mrs. Jones was talking to me earlier today about how the average cost to educate a child in the Hillsborough public school system is about $12,000 per child per year. Our cost to educate a child is a little over $8,000 per year. And a lot of that is just because of the generosity of people and volunteering their time. A lot of it is, I know that a lot of people strive really hard to be good stewards of the resources at our disposal. And I'm not trying to knock Hillsborough. They have to do things at a much bigger scale than we do. But tuition itself, I know is is well, about it was less than that. And when you factor in the scale of what tuition is when we have families of 2 children, 3 children or more, then it becomes tuition only covering, even with assistance or grants from other sources coming in, only about 48% of the cost to educate the child on average. And so that's where, that other money comes from the parish. And it really takes up at least, if not over, half of our ordinary collection that we receive from generous parishioners week by week. And so to see that as like our parish really believes in our education system here and in helping families raise their children in the faith. And even the cost of PSR, I don't want to diminish the gift of our parish School of Religion program, because I know that even that too, there's a small stipend that families are asked to pay for that as well, but even that does not cover the full cost of our parish, our PSR program as well. And again, that gets subsidized by the parish as well because we believe in the programs. But again, this goes to support that. Our budget, Brenda and I have been talking about our budget for this fiscal year, and it's a very, very thinly cut budget. So every amount helps, and this fundraising opportunity in the fall, auction or Dave giving, whatever it is always a tremendous help that gives us some breathing room for us then to continue being stewards of those gifts to support not just the youth, but also the families, the elderly, and everybody, as well as fixing air conditioning units and patching leaky basements. So that's what it goes to help. It's not just going into a giant sack of money that we sleep on at night and smile to ourselves. It really is being invested directly back into the community in many, many ways. And that's why this is so important for us to really support, even if it's not what we're used to. It is sad that we can't do an auction, but you know what? Again, right now we're just planning on this Day of Giving just for this year. We are raring to go for an auction next year, for which Erica will be a co-chair. She's going to ride off into the sunset. Maybe.
Yes, September 25th, 2021 is the next auction.
Anyway, so let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. If people have any additional questions or want to volunteer, how can they get a hold of you? Is there any ways in which you need volunteers right now? Erica?
Okay. I was going to say, we are looking at, once we get things going and everything, and people are donating, we will probably need help making thank you phone calls and things like that in that nature, which we're still working on. So that's one thing that we're probably definitely going to need in the upcoming weeks. I was going to say the best way to probably get a hold of us is probably the good old telephone. I was going to say...
So we'll put their phone numbers in emails on the website and linked below this video so that you'll have an easy way of contacting them. But certainly know that anything you can do to help us out, even if it's making a few thank you phone calls, is truly appreciated.
Absolutely.
And their families will thank you as well. So they can actually see them again at some point, right?
That's right.
Well, any final thoughts that you might have to share?
I just whatever, we just appreciate anything that anybody can give. I know that times are hard right now, and we feel it in our own pocketbooks, and everything. But we appreciate anything, any little bit can help. And
it all adds up.
It all adds up, and I think that we have somebody over here who said...
Wait, let's not get hold of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll announce that later.
Okay, I'm fine. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep going. We're going to edit that part out.
That was Brenda's doing.
I know, that was Brenda's doing.
Anyway, but we are just, anything can help, and we are so thankful for anything that anybody can give at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Any final thoughts from you, Kathy?
That's the same. Just everything adds up. Every little bit adds up.
Yeah.
So.
And it's one of those things too. It's been a process of discovery for us, and I know we still are working on a lot of the final details. Looking at the calendar now, just over 2 weeks away from the actual date of the event. I am excited. It's, I think we need to practice one of those policies to not let the perfect get in the way of the good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. and I just want to invite you all to be a part of that, to have some fun with us, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, and to really be generous and really enabling our parish and all the various beautiful ministries, but especially helping our children to have this gift of our Catholic faith. So again, I just want to say a word of gratitude to you, Erica, and you, Kathy, for the many, many hours that you put into this, as well as your creativity and embracing a new opportunity in these strange times. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and know of my gratitude for you and prayers for you all as well. So God bless you, and hopefully we will see you online on the 26th. God bless you.